Shalom. Let's start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to those for let that's pushing this truth across the four corners of the earth, all for truth and sincerity. Alright, this the brother. I'm on the bot from the Birmingham camp out by GMS. Let's get the sentence going to just about how how the things of the world like it is, how you got a whole bunch of just jealousy, hate, envy, and confusion, death, constant death here and there, and just lies and deception. It's because of the so-called white man Easu, Edomite, this red devil, man, which devil means deceiver. He has brought forth, the death and, the envy, jealousy, and upon the earth, upon this world, because, they the ones in rulership, so-called white people, red people, That's why you have, that's why things are like it is today, in this world, because of this devil Esau Edomite, man, because of his, his wicked ways, and it all started from, in the beginning, when Cain slew Abel, for being jealous of Abel for his sacrifice being better than his, to the Lord, Yahweh Shah. But I'm getting to that. But I'm gonna start off with this. Wisdom of Solomon 2:24. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death unto the world. And they that do hold of his side do find it. So yeah, nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death, man. The devil, who's the devil? The so-called man Esau Edomite, which means deceiver, which devil means deceiver. This devil, he got into power, so-called man Esau Edomite, which, Esau, he was Cain, then came back as Esau, in Genesis, but I don't get into that. But yeah, the devil, so-called man, red man, brought death into the world, man. And there's no peace, in this world. There's, that's why you have, these people out here just willingly doing the hell they want to do, no type of guidance. What I mean by that, in a righteous way. People are being guided in the wicked, in the wrong way, or the ways of the so-called man Esau Edomite, man. By way of just television or just media, of just putting out things that the Lord Yahweh Shah hates, according to the word, according to the word of the Lord, that ain't right. They'll lead you into doing, wicked acts, or you committing all kind of abominations that the Lord Yahweh Shah hates, because of the so-called man Esau Edomite. He want to push that nonsense out there, that bullshit, that wickedness. You go out there, you see it on TV or internet or whatever, and you go out there and try it, and then what's gonna happen to you? Either or, you get put in prison, locked up, or put to death. The ways of Esau Edomite, so-called white man, red man, leads to nothing but death. And it said that, and it says in Wisdom of Solomon 2:24, and they that do hold his side do find it. So those that do subscribe to the philosophy and ways of the so-called Esau Edomites, it's gonna lead them to death, because he's a liar and deceiver, man. He'll promise you this and that, or he say, this is the way, this is good, just try it out, and you try it out, and all it leads to you just, you being messed up, man. Like I say, you getting locked up, it just leads to a whole bunch of confusion. You thought that, it was the right way to go, and really was the wrong direction to go, and eventually got going to lead to them a death. And that's what coming to a lot of people, a lot of death and destruction, man. Because the ways of the world Esau Edomites are going to lead to nothing but death and destruction, man. And the ones that don't cleave unto the ways of the Lord Yahweh Shai, which is life, which the Lord Yahweh Shai is life. This word, this truth of the word of the Lord Yahweh Shai, this word, truth of the word of the Lord Yahweh Shai, it promotes life. No matter how much you people may scoff and come at the men of the Lord and hate the men of the Lord, but hey, it benefits good. It's good. The words of this word is truth. The word truth of this word truth of the word of the Lord Yahweh Shai is life, man. And the ways of Esau Edomite is death, man. And a lot of you people still just ain't waking up to the fact why things are like it is. Why is this world messed up and this and that? Because of the one that's in power, that's in rulership. The so-called red man, But I'm gonna go to Genesis 4 and 8. Like I said, this from the beginning of why, things are like it is, how it came about. Jealousy, envy, hate, death. I'll start off with Genesis 4 and 8. Because of, this man right here. This guy, and Cain talked it with Abel, his brother. And it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. So Cain, slew his brother Abel because of the Abel gave a better sacrifice. Matter of fact, let me see something. Matter of fact, I go to Genesis 4 and start there. And Abel, let's see. I'll start 4. Yeah. My friend started at Genesis 4. Let's see. Yeah, Genesis 4 and 3. And in the process of time, it came to pass that Cain bought of the fruit of the ground and offering unto the Lord. Genesis 4 and 4. And Abel, he also bought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and his offering. So the Lord Yahweh had more respect to Abel of his offering than Cain did. And in Genesis 4 and 5, but unto Cain and to his offering he had no respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. So yeah. So the Lord Yahweh had more, respect to Abel's offering than Cain's, man. And Cain's countenance fell, he wasn't he thought that his offering gonna be better than Abel's. He thought the Lord Yahweh was gonna accept that offering, but he rejected it. He rejected the offering from Cain, man. The Lord, he didn't want that, from Cain. Abel gave what was right to the Lord Yahweh Shai, Cain gave to the Lord. It was, you know, not what the Lord Yahweh was looking for. You know. So yeah, I'm gonna go to Genesis now. I'm going to Genesis 4:8. And Cain talked it with Abel his brother. And it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. So yeah, Cain, got upset, got jealous, and got envy, of Abel's, offering. It was accepted by the Lord Yahweh Shai. And Cain slew him. Cain killed him. So that was the beginning right there of the jealousy, hate, envy, and death, man. That came upon the earth. Because starting with Cain. And so go to Genesis 4:9. The Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? He said, I know not. I am my brother's keeper. So this dude right here just gonna lie to the Lord Yahweh Shai. Saying, I don't know where he at. So I am my brother's keeper. He just gonna sit there. Come on, bro. You just flat out lie. See there, right there, the lie and deceiver. Like I said, starting with Cain, man. That right there. All started right there with Cain, man. Reading on Genesis 4:10, and he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. So, he asked, like, what you have done, man? Your brother's blood cried unto me from the ground. He killed Abel. Abel's blood, got killed, poured on the earth. And reading on Genesis 4:11, and now art thou cursed from the earth, with which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. So this devil Esau Edomite is, he got cursed. Cain, excuse me. Let me say that again. Cain got cursed by the Lord Yahweh Shai. And he didn't receive that curse right then, but I'm getting to, Cain came back at Esau to receive that curse, But next verse, let's see, Genesis 4:12, when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond thou shalt be in the earth. So yeah. It's a fugitive. So this devil so-called man, Esau, my red man, it's a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, man. So like say, Cain, came back as Esau. Like, I'm getting into that. So this devil, so-called man, Esau Edomite, red man, is a fugitive, man, and a vagabond. He ain't got nothing to, call his own for real, cause he takes what he wants, And I say he's a liar and deceiver. He don't keep his word. He has a lying tongue. And all because, I said, that's why things are like it is right now, because of this devil Esau Edomite, man, red man. And I say, this guy, he gonna, and that's why, this guy tilled it, he, the fruit of the earth is not the earth is not yielding forth its fruit, to this devil Esau Edomite, man. That's why these devils got that's why these devils, so-called white people, red people, they gotta do artificial shit, They gotta try to create shit in the lab to make things keep going, And like I say, That's because the earth is now yielding its fruit to this devil, man, because he in power. And the earth, hates this devil, Esau, Edomite red man, So this so-called red man is cursed. But let's see. Yeah, there's some more on this, but I just want to get to the point. Yeah, so I'm going to go to Genesis 27:47. Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of my mourning of my father are at hand. Then would I slay my brother Jacob. So right there, I just read in Genesis 4, when Cain slew Abel, and going on Genesis 27:41, that goes to you gotta understand reincarnation now. So, re means back, incarnate means the flesh. So Cain, like I said, Cain didn't receive that mark then, he didn't receive that losing his pigment, having red skin, because Esau, he came out first out of Rebecca, and he came out, red as a hairy garment, and that was the mark, and that the Lord Yahushua put on. That had Cain, that was the mark of Cain, to come back as Esau, as the red man, for slewing his brother Abel, and like I say, come to Genesis 27:41, you can tell this is it's Cain and Abel coming back, Cain coming back as Esau, Abel come back as Jacob, So right here, it's saying Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing, right? So here we go. Wherewith his father blessed him, so Esau became jealous of Jacob because of the blessing, because so-called Esau Edomite gave away the blessing, gave away the birthright to Jacob, to eat of that red porridge, because he couldn't, even that, like when Jacob was cooking that porridge, that red pottage, that red meat, Esau couldn't be patient for it to get done, so it was like not well done meat, and why these so-called red people like they steak, medium rare or just rare, medium rare, whatever, not all the way cooked, and that's how this Esau Edomite world is just it's fast food, everything is convenient, quick, and there's no patiently wait for nothing, for things like that, in this world, Esau Edomite's world, so they go to show you why things are like it is, because the devil Esau Edomite is in power, man, he couldn't take it no more, being hungry, and couldn't even wait for the food to be all the way done. He was impatient, so he gave away the birthright to Jacob, but then got hated Jacob for the blessing, because that blessing was it was a spiritual blessing and an everlasting life, and for everlasting immortality, and Esau hated that, but hey, you gave it away, man. You can't get mad you gave it away, but hey, it was all set up by the Lord Yahushua for this devil to give it away to Jacob, But like I say, this the same, Cain. This from Cain in Genesis 4 came back to Esau, and it said he gonna slay his brother, So that way you got today, you got the so-called white man, red man. He hate the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Israelites, which Jacob named and later turned Israel, which are the people of the Lord, so-called Negro, Latino, natives, Israelites, which are the people of the Lord. This devil still slaying his brother, man, with the modern day gun, or with the just however they got to go about doing it. These devils slaying the Negro, Latino, and the Israelites by way of different diseases, or putting diseases out there, or pushing that juice and so forth. They just wanted, these devil Esau Edomites just want to get rid of Jacob, man, kill off the so-called Negro, Latino, and the Israelites, man. But it's not gonna work. They're not gonna prevail, man. Because the Lord Yahweh ain't gonna let them do it. You don't let these devils do it. But go to Genesis 27:42. And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah. And she sent and called Jacob, her younger son, and said unto him, Behold, thy brother Esau is touching thee, doeth confront himself, proposing to kill thee. So, and that's that's that same guy, Genesis chapter 4. Cain, come back as Esau, and Jacob come back as Abel coming back as Jacob, and then Esau want to kill Jacob, just like Cain killed Abel. Esau want to kill Jacob, and that's why, like I said, you got to think. That's why things are like it is right now on the earth. All the envy, jealousy, and hate, death, because of the one that's in power, the so-called man, red man. So for now, I didn't want to make this too long. I'm end off with this. Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And that was given to him a great sword. So yeah, and that horse right there, there was all red. The power was given him to set thereon to take peace from the earth. It's talking about the so-called red man, Esau Edomite. When he got into power, like I say, things like it is now, really ain't no peace, it's nothing but, a lot of mourning and sorrows and, pains and suffering because the devil Esau Edomite got in power, man. Death, and like I said, lies, deception, death, pull forth out death, that don't lead to life, the ways of the Lord Yahweh Shai, they don't promote that. They don't promote the ways of the Lord Yahweh Shai, they promote their ways, which lead to death. They think the so-called white people, red people, Edomites, red people, they think that, their ways are better than the Lord's ways. They had a mind frame of trying to be the most high, Yahweh Shai, but they fell in miserably, man. People, other countries and so forth are getting fed up with this devil, man, so-called white man, red man, for all his lies, deception, and he promote all this BS and wickedness that leads to nothing but death, man. Confusion, death, But, we're at the end of the wicked rulership of Esau Edomites, and the Lord Yahweh Shai, will return and take this devil out of his power seat, bring this devil down and take him out of his, high horse, as I say, and bring him down low, and take away, the power that the Lord Yahweh Shai gave to him, because Esau Edom, so-called red man blessing was the sword, which I say is the modern day gun, but it also contribute to those, these devils pushing out these diseases and so forth, they be creating in their labs and so forth, that they put out, to try to, kill off, really I say kill off so-called Negro, Latino, and Israelite, Jacob, Israelites, that's the main target, So, I didn't want to make it too long, so I'm gonna go into that. You know how this devil Easu, my red man. When he came in, came into power. You know, it was nothing but how it started from, but up to now. How death came into this world. Jealousy, hate, envy. Death. Came into the world by way of this devil Esau Edomite, so-called white man, red man. And that's why things it's like it is. But it's soon gonna, soon the future comes, it's gonna change. When the Lord Yahweh returns. So with that, I didn't want to make it too long. So again, I'd like y'all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Kakadash, to the apostle elders, to the sister brothers, to the few aqua sisters, that do listen. Keep the faith in Yahushua. Keep fighting with that. Say shalom.